Just so we the people news, not attorney, not giving legal advice. Do not take it as such. Okay, I'm just a man that never looks straight forward, but always look around me to be able to protect myself by any means necessary. This is another off branch of a video I done previous, right? INFORMATORY production PRODUCT. Okay. Again, I haven't seen all his videos, so you guys go there, check him out. Okay. Um, for my learning and educational purposes only, I'm doing this video for my archive. Okay, and hopefully it reaches out to some of y'all to think outside the box. Okay, we need to do more of that. Think outside the box. We are in a mess today because we're not been thinking outside the box. I'm 50 something years old, people. I've seen my freedoms disappearing every single year. Okay, I've seen it done. And shame on me for when I was younger not being knowledge enough to actually fight and contest it, right? But I digress. Let's check this out because there's a couple of things I want to point out. What's the difference? Pause right there for a second. This is their definition. Remember what I said, people. You got to look at their definition. Black law is not always the same as the definition these codes and statutes use. So you always got to look at their definition. And the reason why is because when you go in court, you want to box them in. A lot of times I'm led to believe that there is running amok. Okay? So we got to box them in with their own stuff. There you go. All right. Just chapter 313, transportation, all that kind of stuff. Operator, motor vehicle, keywords to stay away from when you are dealing with an officer. Okay. Now we're going to pause this here again. Okay. This case right here, very important. Why? Read it. Okay. Right to travel is to part of the liberty, which the citizens cannot be deprived without due process of law under the Fifth Amendment. What? What? Travel, right? Now understand this, people. Due process of law. You have the Fifth Amendment. You can stand on the Fifth Amendment. You don't have Fifth Amendment. You can stand on the Fifth Amendment, okay? Not to incriminate yourself. Driver's license and insurance registration, please, sir. You just created a court. You incriminated yourself right then and there, right? Now you're under commercial capacity. You signed some type of form of contract, or I would lean more towards a service agreement, okay? That you're going to agree to do that, right? Incriminate yourself. But what we need to still recognize is still push the boundaries that they kind of stuck in your way, right? Try to do it in a safe and orderly manner because you know these officers can and will use threat of arms against you. So you got to understand your boundaries, okay? But, you know, these two are very important cases, but that one, 1958 is telling you that you have this Fifth Amendment to stand on. Okay? And there we go again. When that officer shows up, what? Your movement has been seized. Now, you can argue the fact that detained is not arrest, or the arrest, or this, that, here, and there. But any type of seizure of your freedom of movement is a custodial arrest. Period, people. You are under arrest. So as soon as that officer walks up to you, the first thing that should come out of your mouth, officer, I need you to read my Miranda rights. He's going to say, well, you've not been arrested. Don't care. Okay? Has my movement been seized? Well, yes, you're detained. Now I'm under custodial arrest, and I need you to read me my Miranda rights right here, right now. Right? Now you got the legal standing not to incriminate yourself. Well, I need to see your driver's license, insurance, registration after the Miranda, right? Well, are you going to use this against me in the court of law? Yes, they are, right? They're going to use it. That's the whole purpose of getting it. Okay? Now, recognize that if you're not in commercial capacity, the government has no authority to force you into contract. So what's the insurance? Contract. Now you can get, and it's a wise idea to get it, but the government cannot force you into contract, especially when you're not in commercial capacity. Okay? So understand that. There's these things that they're holding against you, that you have rights, that you didn't know you have rights because of the trickery of words and our dumbing down of the system. And remember, y'all, Hell versus Hinkle. All right? If you are not engaging in commercial capacity, then you have no obligation to give them anything. Period. So always keep don't have it on here. Hell versus Hinkle. It's never been overturned.
Lock your doors. This is as far as it goes, officer. I'm traveling, officer.
All right. So understand these things. Now you got the Fifth Amendment right, which we just seen a second ago, right? Or standing on the Fifth Amendment. I'm going to stand on my Fifth Amendment. Now, that does not mean be in mute. Okay? This officer may or may not start making claims. Okay? So you got to rebut the claims every single time, people, or you're in silence acquiescence. And you're tacitly agreeing to that officer or whatever he's making a claim of. Okay?
I would like counsel present.
You under arrest?
I'm in a custodial detain. Yeah,
Sure.
I understand that.
Where are you from?
Again, on my behalf, if I'm being seized, I'm under custodial arrest. I don't care about this trickery of words of detained. That is a bypass, y'all. It's a bypass. It's a misunderstanding.
Do you have a driver's license?
I'm not driving for commerce, officer. I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
You're operating a motor vehicle, correct?
I'm traveling.
Are you operating a motor vehicle?
Now, on that right there, you can, in fact, go, I reboot your presumptions of this being a motor vehicle. Okay? It's my property. So do not stay in silence acquiescence. Okay? So you just call them out on record, right? You're creating a record for court. I am rebutting of your assumptions that this is a motor vehicle.
Traveling, officer.
What does that mean? Define traveling.
Traveling.
See, they're doing this trickery, right? Now, again, this is my opinion only, right? I don't care if it's traveling or whatever. You just seized my movement unlawfully. Okay? Whether you call it traveling or anything, I'm going to call it you just seized my freedom of movement through my great state of the American, right? Or whatever state you're in, my great state of Texas or anything like that. You just seized me in my movement.
I mean, you should know this.
Then let's stop deflecting my questions. Let's just get straight answers, okay?
I'm giving you a straight
Okay.
answer.
Are you operating a motor vehicle right now?
No, I'm just
In this
traveling.
state that you said you're from, you have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle.
That's for. I've researched all of this for over a year,
Okay.
and driving is considered in the Black's Law Dictionary driving for commerce.
Right? So even when he said the black law definition, right? But what do we need? Because they, of course, like to have a tendency to ignore particular definitions. We're supposed to have meetings of the mind, so we're going to have to say, hey, judge, are you in line with the meetings of the minds of the definition by black law? What driving is? Yes or no? Right? But when you use their codes against them and box them in, now you can put the definition of black law under this code, under it. However, you want that code there. You want to box them in.
Define driving for commerce.
What you're doing right now is you're driving for commerce.
So you're not going to give me your driver's license or nothing like that?
No, officer, I'm not.
Okay. Hang tight for me, okay?
Huh? Looks like your timer didn't stop. Officer.
Okay, so you're not going to remove that? Let me see that VIN number?
No.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you? Do you have a driver's license?
I do, but I'm not driving for commerce, but I don't have it on me.
You don't have to have a driver's... Why don't you have it on you?
Because I'm not driving for commerce, I'm traveling. I'm not acting in a commercial capacity.
In this state, if you don't obtain driver's license and show me, you're resisting, you're obstructing, okay? You gonna give me a name or anything?
No, officer.
No? You have to have a driver's license.
I'm not driving, officer, I'm traveling.
Okay, you're not understanding me. Now, again, I'm gonna tell you this again. We can do this the easy way, or you can push the limit and see where it goes. But here's the deal: you gotta show me a driver's license, okay?
I'm not driving in commercial capacity, officer, so I don't have to show you my driver's license. I have a right to travel.
Mind if I pull you out of the car and need to talk to you?
No, officer.
It's not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
So you're gonna give me a driver's license?
I'm not driving in commercial. I'm not driving.
You make things so difficult.
I'm not making it difficult, officer. I'm just exercising my rights.
And these are your rights under what? You want this back?
Yes, please.
You never do it, okay, dude?
Is that it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Wait, what? Bruh.
That's it, yeah.
Yep. Now, some people is going to go out there and call this a sovereign citizen thing, oxymoron thing. When you actually, and these attorneys out there fighting your tickets for you, they should know this. This should be an easy case for these attorneys that you want to hire to kind of get your ticket dismissed or this or this or this, right? And it's taking people to do their own research and defining the words that the government put out there, right? And boxing the government in with their own stuff. That's just like property tax and everything else. Every law, you can basically box them in, if you're innocent, in a corner. That being said, we all know how corrupt the system is. Just saying. Okay? Take it as you wish. Okay? This will be the People News. Till next time. Bye, y'all.